Welcome to Apothecary!
Look at that, bro. OG.
You still smoke flower?
A little bit.
Do you go in a dispensary still?
Not really. I haven't been in a dispo in forever.
No?
Yeah.
What do you like? I know you always dab, but do you do edibles? You do like flower?
I like solventless edibles.
You like swag?
I've never seen that before.
You get $30 ounces.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's in a Ziploc.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, it's in a Ziploc bag. It's got the...
Buy this, fly back to Pennsylvania with it, flip it.
Yo, probably get $100 for it in Pennsylvania. No, just play it. Anything you like? Anything you see? Anything you haven't tried? Anything that's piques your interest? You really don't go in shops a lot?
No, I never do.
How do you usually get your stuff? Just direct?
Yeah, we smoke our own stuff, or like my friends, we just trade hash.
Oh, nice.
I want some sour, actually. Do they have any sour rosin?
Oh, yeah. Is it sour? What's this black box back here?
AMG sour.
Oh, look at that. Quick, I told you I'm the best bud tender, Doc.
You are.
There's some lemon cake, too. Might be a little terpy. Bam. Valley Grove.
Oh, that is fire. We ran some of that for Valley Grove.
Oh, yeah?
It's phenomenal.
Well, AMG Sour Trilogy, you know the name. You know the consistency.
I'll do the sour and the dirty Z.
The Dirty Z and the AMG.
Let's do, let me get some Adam Hill OG.
Oh yeah, okay, we could get one of those. Hashaveli! All right, as I predicted, I knew you were gonna get some hash. So what do we have, dude? We got the Trilogy, he went both trilogies. We got the Dirty Z and the Sour AMG. And
the Adam Hill OG.
Of the Hill OG. This is a fire bag.
That is
I'm kind of jealous of this bag. I kind of want one. You ready to go get high?
I am. Thank you, sir.
Let's go. Yeah. You know it is the highest host, Adam Ill, chilling out right here at the Crown OG Studios for another amazing episode of the Getting High With Show, dude. We have a great show today, too. I'm super excited because I have a fellow connoisseur of the cannabis plant, super heady boy. I know he used to love his glass. When I did my research going deep into the social medias, he's the host of the Hot Dabs Podcast. Also, he's an award-winning hash maker. I think that's true, right? I think you won some awards.
I don't make the hash. But we do have the company.
The company Real Deal Resin.
Yes, sir.
Is award-winning.
Yep, me and my partner Small Batch. Same.
Listen, Hashaveli's in the building. Shout out to Hashaveli being here. Before we get to him, shout out to Kentron, as always, tickling them ebonies and ivories. And everyone out here listening, wherever you're at. I don't give a fuck if you're in the car or at home or at the grow or chilling, trimming, washing, whatever you're doing. We appreciate you. Thank y'all. Google, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, of course, all the Patreons. We appreciate y'all. And of course, Dabwoods out here keeping our prizes going before the show, because we got to play a little fun game before the podcast started with Hashaveli. I learned that he loves wrestling. I actually went to one of your recent live events, Resin Mania, and I had a blast.
You got involved. You were in the ring at one point.
Yeah, it wasn't real.
It wasn't scripted, right?
And I wasn't really trying to go in the ring, but like there was a moment where they're like, "Dab, like let's get a dab," and I was there with the Carta, And I was like, yo, I got one ready, but I know this is Hot Dabs. I ain't trying to give him like a cold start. And I got in there, and I was like, nah, give this fool a hot dab. And then I saw you come in with your pimpin' red suit. And
We
I was
both
like,
gave him a dab.
and he double dabbed.
No, he doubled down.
Yeah, he doubled down. Zicky Dice, the whack ass.
But you had your Resin Mania moment.
I did.
That's all that
I
matters.
loved it.
Right?
I'm like
You never know when it's going to come.
I love wrestling.
Shout out Macho Mids.
Macho, yeah.
Cannabis Chris with the belt still spinning.
Yeah, I saw that belt break into 1,000 pieces, by the way.
Recently?
No, at that event.
Over Zicky Dice's head?
They use it for so many times as weapons, and every time I saw pieces just flying here and there, and they were just going all over the place.
I think I saw a piece on eBay. They were auctioning it off.
No, but I had a blast, dude. You mixed two things that I love, the cannabis culture and wrestling, and it was a good time, and the matches were entertaining. And I think people that don't watch wrestling or are into it and think it's stupid or dumb or fake or whatever they say actually learned how entertaining it is when you look at it as entertainment and not like this is real fighting. It's a fun. Yeah, we know it's scripted. We know they're not really hitting each other, even though some of the physical contact is a lot harder than normal.
It's real.
I mean, they're really doing
Zicky
things.
Dice, when he gets burned on the chest by this 900-degree nail, that's not AI, buddy.
He's really getting burned. But like, not only did you do one out here, you were international with it. I saw recently you were in Mexico. You just dropped a video about it.
Mexico City. We're going back in October.
What?
Yeah, you coming?
I would love
it
to.
It gets crazy down there.
When are you doing it?
October 12th.
Okay.
It's on a Saturday this year, so mark your calendars. Resin Mania Quattro.
Yo, I'm so down. I had such a blast. I used to do some ring announcement for like cannabis wrestling.
I did not know that.
And yeah, I would be the dude in the ring, like welcoming, like from San Diego, California.
You should have done it at Resin Mania because the dude there sucked.
I'm not trying to step on any toes, Dustin. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying. You guys had your thing, but letting you
now we know.
If you need another personality out there doing ring intro or
year.
color commentating or whatever, dude, I am a team player.
Deal.
And I love you. See, look, I got the wrestling chairs. We did the
see them. They're legit as fuck.
We did the wrestling trivia.
2014, the one beside me. This is the real one.
Yeah, you see what's on it too? That was a John Cena Brock Lesnar match where Cena got like suplexed 47 times.
That's before Cena went bald too.
Do you remember when John Cena used to come to the ring rapping?
Dude, I just saw a fact that his album went platinum. He
Shut
sold
the
like
fuck.
1.4 million albums.
His rap album?
You can't see me.
No way. Yeah, that's
so-
probably the WWE universe that bought that shit.
Oh, yeah, or a lot of the Make-A-Wish kids, you know, they were cashing in those checks and getting those John Cena CDs.
Yeah, he does a lot of shit for the community, dude.
He does. He's a good person.
He is a good man, dude. Have you always been into wrestling?
Since I was little. I got out of it for a long time, but when we were starting this brand back in 2017, I like made a meme that was using a wrestling template, and we were like, wow, you can do a lot marketing wise with the wrestling nostalgia. So that's what made us go down the path of that. And then when I did that, I got back into wrestling. So like 2017, I picked it back up, but I was out of it for 10, 15
Yeah,
more
that's
years.
crazy because like 2017 is when I
when you
started
got- I
kind
know.
of fading away from
You
it.
told me that when we were walking over to Apothecary, and I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, you went through like the John Cena run. By that time, I was hella out of it. So I
Yeah.
just thought it was like corny and cheesy. I came back as an adult and really had a further appreciation for the artistry, you know, like you said, the choreographed, it's entertainment. That's what it's
They're
supposed to be.
very athletic as well. Like
And-
doing that shit is super. You're like, damn, these fools are for like 15 minutes. They're just running and jumping and flipping and getting hit and falling and getting up. Like that's work.
And the dedication to their schedule too, because they wrestle multiple times a week. They're almost always on the road, so it's just insane to see how much these guys dedicate to their craft on every level. Like even the independent wrestlers that are just trying to get noticed or make it to the WWE, they're just pushing it every week all over the country, all over the world.
Did you want to be a wrestler?
Nah, I almost broke my neck on the damn trampoline with my cousin, so I never made it
Just
out of the
fucking
backyard.
around.
Yeah.
Did you have like a wrestling name?
No,
You
never got that
Oh
far
no,
into it
you
at
didn't
all.
do backyard wrestling.
For sure, I would just beat the shit out of like the
Your
little,
little cousin?
pillows.
Oh.
I'd be the one getting the shit kicked out of me because my cousin was like 8 years older and bigger than me.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'd just be like the dummy.
So he would
I'd
just
be
be
getting
fucking you
power
up.
bombed, literally power bombed,
Just power bomb.
choke slam, rock bottom.
You didn't do like the fucking figure four leg lock or the like. You didn't
I
get the
would do-
submissions down on him.
I
Big
fucked
ass.
myself up one time doing the swanton bomb. I thought I was.
You
Jeff
tried to
Hardy.
do it?
I
No
was doing it all
way.
the time. I was doing it awesome.
Like the little backflip moonsault.
No, the front flip where you do the flip right at the last second, so you barely clear.
Oh, so
it.
you like the
Yeah.
swan flip. Yeah.
Landed right on my neck one time.
Oh my god.
So I kind of gave up my career back then. So I probably made it until I was about like 9 years old wrestling.
That's crazy.
Gave up the dream.
Yeah, I had a wrestling name. I thought I was gonna be a wrestler for a second.
What was your wrestling name?
It was Justin Sane. So it was Justin Sane, and I would
not
do
bad.
like, yeah, it was like, because remember Justin Credible?
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Justin Sane. That's
And you
not
could
like
do, like,
Captain
Justin-
Insano could have been your dad.
What?
The Big Show, you know?
Yeah, we could have made a whole little storyline out of it.
AEW like recently brought back that character because they signed Big Show like Paul White, but
Yeah.
he couldn't be Big Show because WWE
Owns
the
all their
rights.
characters?
Yeah. So they were gonna call him like
Damn, that's a good theme
Captain
song.
Insano.
Well, it's no big.
Damn, this guy can sing when he busted out.
Shut the hell up, dude. So you got into wrestling at a young age. Is that because you're from Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, buddy, Western PA.
Yeah. How was it out there?
It was cool growing up there. It was blue collar, you know, so it taught people to have a good work ethic, you know. The creativity as far as like open-mindedness or like the projects that you can achieve in California, it's way different as far as that goes, you know. I feel like the dreamers make their way out here, but in Pennsylvania, you can build that strong work ethic to make you like follow through when you do have a vision.
So they help you out with like, because it's Pennsylvania, so there ain't much going on. So whatever you focus on.
Not much going
is-
on, and it's so blue collar that it's just like hardworking. It's kind of like upbeat, like it's like a faster pace. The East Coast in general, I feel like is like a faster pace.
Yeah, of course. I felt like I was in the way when I was in New York. Are you kidding me?
And Californians in general are just more laid back.
We're chill, dude. So you, it's more book. So that gave you like a good foundation for work ethic. What were you trying to, like, what was little Dustin, what was little Hashaveli doing like in the 4th grade? Were you?
I was on a rural property, so my family had a farm. So I grew up like baling hay at like a young age. Oh, I'm fucking that up. Fucking just straight like rural life, small town. Like my hometown only had like 700 people in it. Like WrestleMania, the event we just threw, had more people than the hometown I grew up in.
That is wild.
that
dude.
crazy?
What?
So
you were in like a town where everyone knew everyone. And
yeah, for sure. And
if
I
you
went to
fucked up, people know.
Everybody knew, yeah. I went to a high school that wasn't too big. It's double A. So like in the state in Whippeal, it's classified like single A, double A, triple A, quad A. So like we were only a double A, which means you didn't have a lot of kids, like 100 in my graduating class. And I went to I grew up like thinking I was gonna play baseball and shit. So my whole life I was just playing sports. Then make it to college, realized we're not gonna play that, and I went to college to be a teacher.
So you were like competitive and athletic growing up. You were.
Time, yeah, all organized sports. So a lot of people on like the East Coast are organized sports, as opposed to like I feel like a lot of West Coasters are more extreme sports, like skating, snowboarding, shit like that.
Right. X Games.
Yeah, out east it's more of like a lot of team sports. That's all I played.
So, and you were baseball was like your sport.
Yeah, I love baseball.
You still play or you?
No, don't play at all, but I still like it.
You don't go like batting cages or?
Dude, when I was driving down here, I randomly passed a batting cage down the road. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah, the
killing time,
castle.
and I was like, fuck, I might go hit a couple balls,
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore style.
I go there all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll have to go.
You don't go. You don't like have homies to play catch with or fucking like, yo, let me just.
I haven't
toss
done
some-
that in years.
Bro, it's so fun. I did that with
know.
my neighbor the other day because I know he used to play with his son. His son's an adult now. I'm like, bro, you want to just fucking throw a baseball around? Like, I haven't done this shit. It just felt good.
It is.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic, man.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you grew up to it. What position were you? Let me guess. You're infield.
Pitcher.
What?
Sidearm.
Let me find out you got an arm, dude.
I blew it out my senior year for sure.
In high school?
Yeah. My last game, I was completely just pitching with a blown out arm.
Why? You just like, you're like, this is my life. This is what I have to deal with. I'm going to be a pitcher.
We only had like me and one other kid that were like good pitchers, and we had to win to get into the playoffs. So we won that game, but then the team that we needed to lose won, so we got eliminated.
That
Did you
sucks.
just roll that up, or did you have it already?
No, I just rolled it.
I didn't even see you roll that.
Yeah, it's regular, bro.
The fuck?
I'm like that.
Everybody else see him roll that up.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's what I do. I'm blunt is like my number. You know this, bro.
Awesome.
I mean, blunt rosin is like a specialty, but
That's
rolling,
awesome,
smoking
brother.
blunts is my preference. Your preference is taking dabs. My preference is smoking blunt. So let me let me figure this out because I'm trying to figure out how this works out. You're East Coast, blue collar, athletic, trying to be an athlete. So I'm sure cannabis wasn't involved in your life growing up, was it? Or?
Yeah, it was. It was weird because we had a couple of friends who they had older brothers. So by the time we started smoking weed for the first time when we were 12, me and my like group of friends. So
Where you were like, you weren't like, ew, weed, gross.
I was when I was a young kid, but it was
12
weird.
is a young kid, bro.
I know. In our grade, like all the kids that were like good athletes and shit all partied hard. So we had like a competitive drinking league when we were in high school called beer baseball. And it was like beer pong, but the cups were in a straight line, and it went single, double, triple, home run. And you get 3 balls for like the 3 outs in an inning, and you have a scorekeeper, like a statistician on the side.
Oh, so like if you throw it in the double,
You
then
got
it's
a
a
runner on
double.
base. Yeah.
If you miss 3 balls, you're
It's
out, and you get 3
then
outs, you're
There's a
done.
flip cup on the side, so if you get a runner on base, you can do a flip cup
It's
for
steal.
a steal. And you play 9
Y'all
innings.
so creative.
So we had keggers, and we had a website to keep track of our stats. We had a trophy. So everything was competitive, dude. Even the
It's
drinking.
real.
It was crazy.
Organized.
It was crazy. I tried to find our website the other day, but I don't
Take it
think,
down. They probably stopped paying for it.
Yeah.
Fuck. So you guys, do you do that with like weed now? Can we do like a competitive weed baseball game like that?
I haven't figured out.
Like
the
a bong,
closest
like-
is the dab game. Did you? I don't think we had that when you were at our studio. So the latest thing we play is called DAB. We've never gone past D yet. Okay. So it's that 8-inch banger, and the 8-inch banger has different numbers all the way up. So it goes from 10 points all the way up to like 90, and you hit it with the pillar, and depending upon where you get the pillar to stay and how many seconds, that's your score. So you go head to head.
So it's a lung competition.
Exactly. And you have to do it. We do it on the podcast at 750 degrees.
Yeah, no, I
so that's
wouldn't.
what
I wouldn't
fucks
do
you.
good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do good.
So that's the game.
Yeah. I mean, I could smoke, but like as long like holding a steady hit that's not me. Especially with all the blunts I smoke.
We could create something that's like a basketball, like a
Yeah.
men's slow pitch softball mixed with like weed smoking in some aspect.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
Let's
what I
do
was
it.
thinking. Or even
Yeah.
like, the cup, like ring around a bong or some shit. Ring around a rig. You like throw it around the ring, and if it lands, you hit it. It's like a
Ooh,
double, triple.
That's not a bad idea. We were talking about throwing a hash carnival this summer. I think we might hold off on it and just throw like a hash maker seminar instead, like a mansion pool party, like a hash
Yeah.
all-star weekend.
I did like a I called it a carnival.
Really?
I did it at one of my 11:30 events where I had carnival games.
That's
but
what I was gonna say. But did you make them weed oriented?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
So you know how you do like a quarter on a dish.
Exactly.
So we did like a nug in the jar.
Exactly.
And then I did, instead of ring around the bottle, it was ring around the bong. And if
Yep.
you make it around the bong, you get to keep the bong. I had
So you did it. This
I
is
had
like Simpsons. Adam Middle did it. Simpsons did it.
I'm an old man. I hate it. Yeah. But there is, but I'm always down to do events, and I like engaging activities at these events.
See, I just couldn't wrap my head around the reason we haven't really followed through with it yet is how do you get around like the corniness or the cheesiness of people being like, oh, carnival, I'm too old for that. Or like,
fuck 'em. Bro, I did my birthday at Shakey's. I don't care. A pizza parlor.
Yeah. I
Do what
think
you
that's
like.
fire though.
It was
That's
all
like
you
Toy
can eat.
Story vibe,
Yeah.
you know, like claw machine, like
Everything, arcades, all
Yeah.
you can eat pizza, chicken, potato. It was like, come on, man, why are you mad at that? It's just you're not
All right,
too
maybe
cool for
we'll
it.
do it then. Maybe we'll do the
Uh,
hash
let's do
carnival.
it. We'll do it.
Should we do it?
I'll help you out. Let's go. A hashaville.
Dude, I was trying to get Darby to chug a bottle of hot sauce if we got 150 comments the other day.
He would.
Well, we ended up doing a shot of it. It sucked.
That's not bad.
It wasn't that bad,
Yeah.
but it sucked.
Yeah. What hot sauce was it?
Some homemade stuff.
Oh,
and then
that's-
he had
that's
to do, he
horrible.
had to do some sticker meal stuff. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
like 3 years old.
Oh, that's tough.
Shout
No,
out
I
Dr.
did
Darby.
during the subathons. We do I did pickle juice bong hits.
Depending on what the chat does, you have to do stunts.
Well, we would put benchmarks, and if I reach a certain thing, I'll do like a pickle juice bong hit, or I'll drink that pickle juice out the bong. Mustard shot.
You should start doing challenges. Have you ever seen Jerry do
No.
Jerry After Dark? This guy will just he'll set a challenge and he streams until he does the challenge. And if he doesn't achieve it, he'll stream him sleeping.
Until he does a challenge.
Yep.
What are the challenges?
Yep.
He did a hole in one?
Yeah, Barstool dude. You should do something like this, Adam.
Okay.
Lock yourself in the studio
Yeah.
and do like one challenge a month or some shit.
Sounds exciting.
That's what I'm saying. You'll be
I-
like
listen-
it's gonna be like the Truman Show.
Well, I'm super competitive, and when I set my mind to something, I want to do it, and that's how I've been. So if I do that, it's gonna be it'll be good or bad, because it might take away from my
I wanted to have like an influencer's like a house, almost like you
like a content house.
Exactly, but it's like mini games, so like eliminations, day by
Right.
day.
Like Big Brother shit.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Mix with like the carnival
Listen,
games.
I'm all about content and new creative shit. I've been doing this way too long, and
Too long.
we're still. I mean, it's still fun. Come on, we get paid to smoke weed. Like, what are we talking about here? But it's. I love just doing new shit. New exciting things, because we're not all just chilling out,
You're never chilling, Adam. You're working on something new every week.
We
Come
try.
in here, you open my eyes to 3 new things.
But you're doing the damn thing. You know how many people came with the concept of the like hot ones, but to make it a smoking show?
Adam, we're here to talk about you today.
Listen. I tried to attempt to do like a hot one style show.
Really?
I had like a little idea. I was working on it.
So you really have done everything.
No, I haven't done it. I said I didn't do it.
Why didn't
I
you follow
attempted
through?
to. It's just like a lot of work. It's a lot of production.
is.
You know, like
This is a lot of production.
this is a
brother.
lot right here. You know, so to do like multiple shows and all these ideas is great. If I
So
had,
what was your format? Was it like weed and like getting progressively like to a dab?
it was based. Yeah. It was like a lower consumption into like whatever, a 5 milligram edible, a bowl, a bong, a fucking hit, a dab. You know, all that shit.
Yeah.
Just progressively harder cannabis consuming products.
Yeah.
But your concept, dude, like hot dabs is fucking amazing.
I mean, it's just to the extreme, I
Because
guess.
it causes so much controversy, though.
Some people get upset. They don't realize
It's the
that,
internet. Yeah, it's
you
the
know,
best.
It's supposed to be a funny play on the old days of red means go. Clearly, we know better. We're not doing it on the regular. It's just to get the average listener to pay attention to these otherwise small companies that they might not care about, you know? So get them in looking at the car wreck, but then care about who's inside.
Yeah, and creating a good conversation and learning something. I mean, that's what all these shows are about. Is like, yes, we all have content. Everyone has a platform now, but it's like, what are you learning from it? What's the message you're giving? Because some people just do it and you're just like, what did I just watch?
Yeah, I believe in the intention behind things, you know? So it's all about trying to have a positive impact on the community while we're here. You know, you've seen it in all ages. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk to you about the evolution of dabbing and cannabis because I feel like you are like a super 1%er with how heady you are.
Bro, that's so funny that you said that because I just edited our episode that dropped today with Dr. Darby. If you guys go check it out, Darby uses that term a lot too, and he used it 4 times in one episode, that 1%er.
I wonder if he got it from my show.
I wonder if he did because he was dropping it hard.
He didn't drop it before my show?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
Yeah, and then I came on here.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe you took it from him, actually.
I
But
mean,
no.
I've been saying it for a minute because
But I
we
know what
are
you're
like
saying.
we are a small community within the big picture of
I know what
cannabis.
you're saying, but like when he said it, it made me think about it differently because I get stuck sometimes in that paradigm of everybody looks at this community or industry through the same lens as I do, but it's tough to like take a step back and realize, oh shit, we've been so dedicated to it for so long and we cared about it for so long for different reasons that what we're looking at might look totally different to these people that have like different motives or don't know like kind of the backstory to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the dispensary. We shout out to Apothecary. I'm in there often. The number one thing that patients come in for, customers come in for, they're not patients anymore, it's adult use, is they want pre-rolls or carts. That's like what they want, and they want the flavored stuff. Oh, what tastes good? What's the highest percentage? They're not educated. They just know
It's a
what
spray
they get.
pack era.
And I had this realization the other day, dude. Why spray packs are so popular and why so many people like it is because this younger generation, their first hit of cannabis is like a flavored vape
That's what I was gonna
distillate
say.
in like a bathroom in high school, and that's what they think weed is. They think it's a strawberry punch fucking shit. So when you show them real like OG or like real diesel, they're like, ew, what is this?
is
And then
gassy.
you show them some like sprayed unicorn piss. They're like, ooh, this is fire. You're like, no, dude, please.
I think it's the vape generation in general. Like they start with tobacco, the nicotine vapes, and then by the time they get into weed, if it doesn't have that crazy taste, they're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, they're not into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so yeah. So let me go back. So here you are, Pennsylvania, little town. You're an athlete. You think you're gonna be a professional athlete. You're doing all the school sports. You're getting fucked up because that's what you guys do.
No vapes back then, though. It was all smoking out of bowls or
Homemade gravity bongs,
definitely, dude. And then we tried to make them as big as we could. That became
like bathtubs, and like
I think the biggest we got was 5 gallon, like the water.
Yeah, the water jugs.
Yeah, but it went from like the regular bottles to like the 2 liters
Yeah.
to like the Hawaiian Punch half gals or 2.
the milk, the 2-gallon milks, and then you get the Arrowhead, the sprinklers or whatever, sparklets.
The 5 gallon
Yeah.
waters, and you could just cut off half of it. You know.
You never done the bathtub?
Mm-mm.
Where you fill up the bathtub and then you get the big ass bucket? Ooh.
That sounds like a damn watering board or
Oh,
something.
it was. I mean, you gotta make sure the bathtub's clean because you know some of these bathtubs you be like, "Yo, do you ever scrub this thing, dog?"
No, G-bongs were definitely a huge part of it. Have you ever seen that dude that did a G-bong like out of the river and like there was fish all around him?
Oh no, what?
Yeah.
That's wild. Did they just chill there? Like, yeah.
I feel like if I'm remembering it right, one came after him.
Like attacked him?
Came up after him when he was pulling it up. Maybe not. Pull it up. Maybe.
I don't know. We're
pull it up.
We
Yeah.
would, but we're short right now. But
Jamie, pull that up.
pull it up. No, I believe. I mean, I've seen G-bongs in pools. I've seen.
What's the biggest one you've ever seen?
That I've seen? I think a pool
Yeah.
was pretty big, and it was like one of the 5 gallons, and they just submerged themselves in the bucket and pulled it up, so they were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scuba style.
It's like, what? You're in water and you're surrounded by smoke. Like, what do you do? Just sliver out.
That's what I've been trying to figure out is how to dab underwater, but that's probably how you could do it. You know how like if a ship capsizes the right way, it has air.
Yeah.
You could be under the water and dab. That's probably how you could do it.
Probably could. Underwater.
For sure. There's people that have survived like that. Yeah.
Yeah, with that little space of air. But I'm
It
just
might
thinking,
be
how would
tough
you
with the
heat it up?
That's what I was gonna say. You'd have to have a torch that
Yeah,
withstood
or like
submerged.
a portable e-vape or some shit.
All right, let's think about that.
Like when you say dab,
A real
is
dab.
dabbing like, what about dabbing out of like an electronic rig? Is that considered a dab?
Yeah. So if you had an e-rig like in a little pelly and
Yeah,
you
like-
went down there, and it was in a Pelican that kept it good, and then pop it underwater but in a boat.
Right.
That
And just
counts.
dab under there.
Yeah.
What if you dab below sea level?
If you're just like in a tunnel or some shit.
Or like, let's say you're in a watering hole that's like below sea level, but you're on like a rock inside
like
the
a
watering hole.
cave,
Yeah, like a.
doesn't count.
Okay. Body has to be in the
Yeah,
water.
you got to be submerged.
Okay. I mean, submerged is. It's tough though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's
Or
been done
you
yet.
could get one of those scuba masks
and do it within that.
with the little scuba device, and then have your device heat up, and then you just breathe the dab.
like a dab mask, like
Yeah,
a college
underwater.
fucking
So you're
gas
really
mask.
underwater and just-
Yep. All right. We could try
We'll figure it out, dude. Look, we're out here breaking records because I know you like to do new things. I seen you do actually the world's longest dab or the world's highest dab, tallest dab.
World's tallest fresh off the press dab.
Yeah, which kind of looked messy.
It was, but luckily none got in our hair. Darby's beard and his hair were safe. They went all into the nail, and we had a table like this basically set up with parchment paper. It all caught on there.
Yeah, so just real quick, what you guys did is you had a cherry picker,
Scissor lift.
scissor lift,
Yeah.
and you guys raised it as, I don't know how high you went, but it was like 30 feet, 40 feet.
We went 40 feet, but then it got too windy, so we had to come down about 10,
Okay.
15 feet. So we were probably at 20 feet.
High as fuck with a press, and you guys are pressing hash, and as it's coming out the press, it's falling 20 feet, and you guys are trying to catch it with your bangers.
With our little bangers this size right here. Just like this. But it worked.
How did that happen? Where you guys
We just want to push the boundaries of what's possible, you know?
I'm all about that.
Maybe if we make people think, oh, I never thought you could do that, they'll do something crazier. And then maybe it'll get some attention from somebody. And then the whole culture gets brought up or gets recognized in some type of way by us pushing the boundaries. But if nobody does it, nobody's going to do it.
preach. I feel that, dude. I feel that. So, Pennsylvania, playing sports, senior year, throw out your arm, or your arm's already blown, but you're still pitching.
Blown, yeah. I almost didn't walk my senior year because I like banged a gong in like the auditorium and then like ran away from the band teacher, so they like kicked me out the last like 2 weeks.
Suspended you for hitting a gong?
Yeah, I hit
Oh
a
my
gong.
God.
And then
I bet you now they wouldn't do shit.
probably not.
They're like, oh, how cute. He's artistic. He's just expressing his...
Yeah, free speech.
Yeah, he's expressing
How
his
beautiful.
emotions. So weird. So you almost get suspended, or you get suspended, so you almost don't graduate. But you,
Almost didn't get to walk, but we got to walk, got to do the whole shit. Went to college to be a teacher, but
you really were going to be an educator?
early childhood ed / special education.
That's awesome, dude. That's like very commendable, bro. And that's a lot of work,
It
because
is,
especially the special needs ones.
of course.
What got you into that?
At that point, like we were doing acid for so long, and I got like down this wormhole in college about like the system and like how whack everything was, and I was just like fed up with like how the society tend to be like. By the time you get older, you tend to get like kind of fake, or like you you're not like your true self, or there's not a lot of authentic souls. But like the younger kids are just like pure, you know, and special needs as well, you know. So I just wanted to work with like people that were pure, like authentic, genuine. So the kids were the go-to for that.
That was like, you're happy. You're like, I need to be surrounded with like genuine,
just pure,
real
pureness. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring joy to my life.
But then like going to college, I went to a good school for that, but I was just young and I wasn't really like positive what I wanted to do. So I started selling weed a little bit, and I kind of like flunked off, like I didn't go to class. So
Because you were making money now.
Yeah, a little
like,
bit.
What do I need to learn this shit? I'm making money.
Yeah. So then I withdrew, and then I wasn't selling shit to anybody because like I left college. So then I got like a job at like this regional learning alliance. It was like this.
Wait, all your customers were in college?
Pretty much, yeah. Just some
And then you left college, like, fuck, now I have no one to sell to.
Yeah, because I wasn't keeping up with academics.
Yeah.
So fucked myself there, learned a lesson. Was out of college for like a semester or 2 semesters. I got a job working at like this event center in Pennsylvania, where they would have like events during the day, like corporate events, and then at night it would be like college classrooms. So it was like multi-purpose.
It's like a hall that people rent out.
Big one.
Right.
Yeah. And so then I was out of school. I think it was only 1 semester that I took off completely. And then I went to community college for like a year, got my shit together. I was like Dean's List shit there because it was just like easy.
At CC.
Yeah.
So you were.
There's a cool teacher or two there. You know?
You were in a university.
And then I went to a CC.
And you said, fuck this
to
shit.
get my shit together. Yeah. Yep.
This ain't for me.
Yep. Basically.
And you were there learning for ed. You weren't on the sports team. You weren't like baseball scholarship, nothing.
No.
You're just like.
I just went there to be a teacher and then kind of dicked off.
Following the path that blue collar America, you go finish high school, you go to college.
Of course.
And you're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm making money. I don't need to go to college to make money.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. I was like, fuck all this.
And then you went to CC. Like, I got more customers.
CC was cool because I just got my shit together, and like I was super on point about like I was going to work, and I got super into like motivational speakers and shit like that.
Tony Robbins?
Of course, like all that shit. But I got into like The Secret and like The Power of Intention and all that shit too.
The deep shit.
I got good grades at CC, and I went back to the university that I flunked out of. And this time I went back for communications because that's what I was getting all my credits for. So
the dream of an educator
we came back.
died.
Yeah, that's gone. But we came back for calm because it's kind of more open-ended. And now that I'm into this motivational shit, I wanted to make documentaries. So I wanted to have a positive message, try to do what I can, and I felt like people are too lazy to read and shit, so like try to make movies to try to get them to pay attention.
True,
now
yeah.
It's like even past documentaries, like they need to be short. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
here's everything you need to know about this. And there you have it. Follow and subscribe for more.
That took you a year to make.
Yeah. It's like, what? It's just that people's attention spans are crazy now.
fucked.
Yeah. So now you do everything you can at CC, get on the dean's list, get back into the university, do communications. You
No,
join.
we're doing calm, and now I get back into selling weed again. So now I'm back. Like I had connections for like a local homegrown for like high grade, but I was like selling super brick weed, like cheap, shitty weed.
That
like,
swag I showed you at Apothecary?
Swag, literally, yeah, like shit like that. But I got plugged in with this dude just through like friends, acquaintances, and he fronted me like my first half pound, and then from there like it was a pound, then it was like 5 pounds a week, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. We were killing it. And then I once again, like even though I was going to class and doing good, I started to not care as much about class again because I was selling so much weed.
The money was coming in.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to work with weed too. Like I need to figure out a way to get to Cali to grow because I knew I didn't want to be stuck on the streets because like it was sketchy as fuck. Like
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want more from the Getting High With Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting High With Show, where you get more content from the Getting High With Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting High With Show. Now, let's get higher. And this is the suburbs, or are you in the city?
We're at a college town, so it's a town that's dead during times where there's no class, but during class it's like a college poppin', like a mini Penn State kinda. It's smaller. So I went through a lot of crazy shit at college, but that's where I met my partner, my business partner Sam. We became roommates because I got like robbed at one spot, and then the cops like came at us at another spot, so we started living together at this spot together. And he was like the wax plug. He got me into dabbing, and I was the flower guy, so I was just selling all the packs. So I had one semester left, 12 credits, and I ended up getting an opportunity to go to Cali to grow. And I just took it, and I never went back.
Fuck the credits.
Yeah, I never went back.
Damn. So you came to Cali to get like a job in the weed space.
I worked, one of my ex-girlfriends had a brother that had a grow up in Mendocino, so I learned under him, and I kind of did like low tier work for like a season, and then I just
what does that mean? Like trimming and planting,
trimming, deleafing, watering,
transferring,
shit like that. All the small jobs, but it gave like that's the first time I saw it. You know,
that was the first time you saw like a big grow operation
in
like
person,
that.
Yeah, and that was in Mendocino, and I had been looking up videos and stuff on the internet in Pennsylvania, and that's the area I was looking at. Was Mendocino because they were doing big outdoor grows.
Yeah, it's part of the triangle. Yeah,
the Emerald Triangle.
Yeah.
So I ended up there, and then I rented my own spot because I was just hustling packs, and I just started with a small greenhouse in my backyard, and it was like 40 plants and like 15 gals, and I ran that for like a season. Then the second season I got cited from the county, and they told me I had to move all my plants, and I found another spot on Craigslist. So I already had everything planted, so we rented a U-Haul the same day. I got like a helicopter came and like sirened me from the sky. Like I thought I was
got pulled over by a helicopter.
It just came over, hovered my greenhouse. I hid under it, thinking they wouldn't see me under the plastic, and then they hit me with sirens. And I was like,
from the helicopter?
From the helicopter.
How loud are those?
Loud as fuck. I thought that they would be followed by
cop
cars coming up my driveway. But I found out that one of my neighbors was like a pilot for the county, so I literally think he was coming to like fuck with me and specifically like get me to take my shit down.
Right, like he's warning you.
Yeah, it was just like one illegal like little greenhouse in Mendocino, but that was crazy to me. But we did get cited by like a tag on my thing. And
I'm still tripping on the fucking sirens from a
crazy,
helicopter.
Right?
Like what?
So I get cited, and they tell me like call them. So I call them because they say they're gonna like raid me or some shit, and they're like, you have to cut all your plants down, and we're gonna come watch you cut them. And I was like, why do I have to cut them? Can't I give them to somebody that has like their like permit?
Right.
And they're like, they kind of fumbled on this call, and they're like, they got to be out of there. So the next day we rented the U-Haul, loaded them all up with my designer Jacob and my partner Sam, and it's crazy. It took like a day. Luckily we had a backup spot, moved the whole garden, and ended up harvesting them all later that season, having a great season.
Damn, even with that big ass obstacle, because a lot of people don't understand the struggles
of getting a crop out sometimes.
growing good cannabis, but two, the process when it was super illegal, like the 215 days. It wasn't really super illegal, but like the raid days when they would come
definitely
and
raid days
when the DA would come
and
and fuck with you and rob you legally, and they know you, so they would come every couple months to make sure you'd be stopping because they knew they couldn't do shit. Now it's like everyone's a fucking a geneticist, a grower, a hash. I feel like everyone's a hash maker now too, dude. Like
it's way different than it was back when we started. There definitely wasn't as many companies around, you know.
What? There were no companies. People were scared as fuck.
Yeah.
People were like, "Here's my product. I'm just fucking call me Mountain Man John. Here's my shit."
We quit making merch for like a while because when I was doing it back in the day, I would do a drop every single month, and now I just was like, fuck, this market's so flooded with there's so much merch and just so many people pushing so many things. I just wanted to pull back a little bit because I didn't want to give people things they didn't need, you know?
Yeah, I have a room of shit I don't need that is now giveaways for everyone that fucks with me, and every month and every time I do segments, I just go into that room and curate a custom box. Like, oh, you're a roller? Perfect. Get some rolling trays and papers and grinders. Oh, you're a dabber? Perfect. Get some rigs and some
you're spreading the love, though. It goes throughout the community.
Instead of just throwing it away and getting rid of it, I'm like, here, I know people that want this shit. Like, look, dude, I got all these dabs. Look at all these dabs in this bag, bro. I got a bag of dabs that people just give me to try and smoke, and I smoke some and I give some away.
I got some 1904 provisions right there.
Shout
out the boys.
There's a lot of shit in here, dude. I mean, I dab it, I smoke it. Look, have you seen this?
Is that from Matt Brittle?
Yeah. He has a weed line.
Nah.
Bro, he's doing like a campaign right now.
Let me see it.
Single sourced.
Where's this out of?
I know he has a shop out, or he has product out in like fucking the IE somewhere, dude.
So this is a California Matt Riddle brand?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's real life. I think it's BHO.
Yeah, it smells. I was gonna say it smells like it, but it's
Listen,
single sourced.
I got no problem with BHO, dude. I honestly feel like.
Dab some of it, then, brother.
All right, unpopular opinion, but I think sometimes BHO has better terps than rosin when done correctly. I feel like the terps in BHO are like a little bit more pronounced.
I don't know. What is that though?
What?
Is that yours?
This?
Is that your creation?
The Ilian?
This is yours.
Yeah, I made this with MJ Arsenal.
This nail.
That's the 1130, so you can do a bowl and a dab at the same time. So I'm all inclusive, and I added the ADD marble.
Oh my god,
When you wait.
dude, you're the best.
Yeah, it's available right now too. You can get
Where
it.
can you get that at?
At MJArsenal.com.
MJArsenal.com.
Yeah, they have the Maker's Pass where it's basically you could submit designs.
I saw that. I knew you had your own piece, but I didn't realize
I was the first
and
generation.
The 1130 is your idea too?
So yeah, so I created the 1130 so you could
what
take.
the fuck?
I mean, if you just want to dab or smoke out of it by itself, you can. But I made I wanted to include the 1130 so people can get as high as me and do a real bowl and dab at the same time, dude.
It's like being around a fucking.
Yeah, and I got the double, the recycler, the uptake, you know. Got that like cyclone draw. You know, we made it happen. I smoked glass, bro. I saw your shit. You're super heady, bro. Like you when did the
I'm
glass?
not that heady, bro. We don't have any 1130s on our podcast, bro.
How long have you been collecting glass, dude?
We were doing glass before we had our company. That's kind of what brought us together and got us into this shit.
Yeah, I love
Is this
glass,
a taco?
bro. Huh?
Is this a taco?
No, I think that's a Ben David.
Oh, Ben David glass.
Yeah, I signed on the bottom. It would say, I think.
This
I
is
used to be
10 mil?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a Ben David.
Yeah, 2014, 15, 16. Yeah.
26 of 100. He made 100 of these.
Yeah, so I was like super into glass, and I was always about dabbing, and I had a lot of pieces. I gave a lot away, but yeah, I was like, look, maybe I should bring because I saw some. I just grabbed some random fucking pellies that I had in my house that are just sitting in my closet.
The Adam Ill collection.
Yeah, I just had some random glass pieces. What? You could tell by the male too in the dome.
Yeah, this one's a male. But you can always have these. You can have the artist do a sex change.
Yeah, but that's yeah.
This is sick.
It's a Seth Brayer.
Seth Brayer.
Yeah, I don't think he makes glass anymore.
You tucked her away dirty, bud.
Tucked her away dirty, dude. Well, he's sitting on a display. Here, I can put it away.
Yeah.
But when did your glass collection start? When did you start getting into rigs? I saw you eyeballing the MJ Arsenal. And
Yeah, my partner Sam, he got us into heady glass because we had a friend Dylan who came through with like a mothership, and it kind of opened our eyes to like functional and like heady glass and like higher end like $1,000 smoke. So like back in the day, like the main hashtags were like hashtag $1,000 smoke, hashtag top shelf life, hashtag we should smoke. You know, we're living in Pennsylvania, but it's funny because like now Darby does the podcast with us. Ozzy was just on the other day, you know, and those names still reign true today. But the glass game, it was all about like meeting people back in the day. It was like a source of networking. Like there was a deep appreciation for the glass, but it was also used by people to meet other connections, whether it be producers to sales or so forth, you know. So we would go to shows in like Denver. We would go to shows in California. And
did you ever see me at these shows?
I don't think so. I would go to mostly like the Everdream shows up in Evergreen, Colorado. Like,
Okay, so you went to like that super heady glass, like
Yeah.
I got you. You didn't go to like the big cannabis cups or.
I went to the second ever High Times in Denver. I've gone to like the San Bern.
Yeah,
I've gone to Chalice.
All right, yeah. Because the evolution of cannabis and the culture to the industry that it is now has just been so crazy, and to see like, you know, you from Pennsylvania, and then you know, being an athlete. And did you ever think that you, like little Dustin, would be traveling to like Spain and Mexico and having events all over and being invited to judge weed all over the world?
Back in the day, like when I was a kid, not really, but when I got like YouTube and I realized, like honestly, bro, the secret changed everything for me, because when I got that real power of intention and I would start like manifesting and just feeling like I've already achieved things and putting myself in this perspective of like being grateful for things before they even come, and then also working my ass off. So everything that you just mentioned, I did have a direct intention of doing. Like I had a direct intention of having an impact in Mexico, in Europe. Like I had a direct intention with doing the event and making it international. So when I start putting it out there, I definitely believe it's gonna come. But when I was a little kid, no fucking idea, bro.
No, well,
I wanted to be a shortstop for the Yankees.
I'm gonna be an athlete.
I wanted to be Derek Jeter, bro.
You were a pitcher, but you wanted to be a shortstop.
Yeah, you just Derek Jeter in the late 90s, early 2000s. Nothing beat that.
Yeah, did you have a Derek Jeter poster?
I had a Kobe poster.
Oh,
Kobe also was the best.
I mean, everyone had a Kobe. Is Kobe or Jordan? Ooh.
It's tough, man. I didn't get to see Jordan play in his prime, so I would say Kobe.
Hell yeah, I did. Oh, there you go. Eric agrees with you. When did the tattoo start? Because I see you got both sleeves that I could see, and I see you got a lot of dot work.
Tattoos not until very recently, like probably the last 3 or 4 years. So I waited until I was older. If I would have got tattoos when I was young, I probably would have gotten a bunch of dumb shit. I already have dumb enough shit, you know. But luckily, like I did a little due diligence to try to find like artists that you like through like Instagram and shit like that.
That's right. Well, so let me ask you, dude. What's like now with the Hot Dabs and the Real Deal Resin and all these other products? What's like a day in the life? What do you do? I know you wake up every morning and go live and take a dab.
I try to go live like every other day or every day. Sometimes I get out of it, but I try to just have a connection to people, you know, a connection to like the community in some sense, like have something for people to like either like connect to or like I don't know. When we do episodes, especially like holiday episodes, and we release on the same day of a holiday, a lot of times we get comments from people and like appreciative posts of like people that are alone for those days or don't have their family, and it makes them feel like they're just seshing, you know? So a big part of the podcast has just become trying to build up a community or just have like a place for people to chill at. So the average day, it just all depends, honestly, because we still juggle having a Real Deal Resin full time. It's me and Small Batch Sam, so like we're just literally a small batch brand. It's all solventless, it's all top tier, you know. We just got third at Masters of Rosin in Spain, so that's third place in the world, and it's all sun grown up in Mendocino. So half the time I work on projects for that. The other half, we're doing projects for the podcast, booking people. You know how busy it is, doing the editing, you know, shorts, and then the
do
actual
new exciting
recording
skits,
days.
like guess the wrestling song.
Dude, I went perfect on that. You know what I was thinking? If we play another game and I go perfect like that, you might have to eat some edibles. You might have to eat some edibles, say 25 or 50 milligrams every time I get a question correct.
Listen, I like those edibles. I told you I have the hash espresso ones.
You do?
Yeah.
But that keeps you up. These ones aren't going to keep you up.
Yeah,
buddy.
well, I mean, it's still fucking 40 milligrams, so it's still,
It
you
is
know, it
still
still
a lot,
hits
yeah.
you, but you get that caffeine boost. I love eating it on the golf course.
Yeah, they're beautiful. These are the Astrolux we're talking about. The Astrolux
Yeah.
RDR collab.
It's like freeze-dried, frozen.
Freeze-dried, yeah.
Space candy.
So when you open them up, you got to make sure you close them back, or they're going to get they're going to absorb the moisture in the environment quickly.
Outdoor terps better than indoor terps? Sun-grown?
For hash making, you like a lot of times will end up, especially if you're working with organic inputs, better resin from growing sun-grown material, especially full term versus depths, because I feel like the sun is just at the most natural cycle to have the harvested trichomes. A lot of times the weather is perfect because it's cooler in the fall, so all the elements just kind of align, especially with the organic inputs. It's like the most natural way you can grow the resin. And when you're growing just for resin, it's different from growing for weed, because like sometimes flower growers are trying to do things that just pack on weight, like yield, because obviously it's going to be more money.
Yeah.
Whereas resin growers, like all we care about is just the heads and like the tastiest resin, you
The
know,
return.
and harvesting it in the best way, and just having the best pheno. So that's why we pheno hunt too. Like we pop seeds, and it's like a journey. It's an adventure, because you know, you're always chasing that unicorn, something like a new Skittles or like a.
What's your favorite profile? What do you? I know you. When we went to Apothecary, you asked for sour.
Oh, I forgot we went there.
You said sour. What you mean you won, bro? You
Boom.
just,
You know what I went with? Sun grown, both sun grown. These are from Valley Grove, who grew this. This is the V to the G. When you see the V to the G, you know it's fire. This is a collab with Trilogy.
Yes.
So shout out the boys. We got the sour. Adam Mill hooked it up. They didn't have any. They didn't have any. Adam said, "Wait, I think I got something in the back." He pulled out the sour for me.
Yeah. The sour. You said you wanted some sours or some.
AMG sour.
Yeah.
You want to dab some with me? Or are you
Yeah,
gonna
let's
do
do it.
that?
Here.
That ready?
No, I'll smoke out of whatever, but I'll hit the BHO real quick, like we said.
Oh, you're really
I
gonna
will
do
do
the BHO? I was just fucking with you.
Well,
You like it?
I'll try it. I'm not
that
gonna.
doesn't
Bro, you
smell
take
very good.
900-degree dabs. Like, what do you mean?
I know.
Like, what? People still smoke distillate. Like,
This
what are
is
we
still
talking?
ice cold too. So these are some good boxes by Trilogy.
Oh yeah, well,
leave the shop and you know you can get home with ice cold. Right?
yeah, it's probably got a good resting thing. So yeah, I just loaded up the Eris with the BHO. We'll let you know what it's like. That Riddle OG, dude. Maybe I'll be barefoot after I take this dab. Who knows?
so?
Who knows what the effects are, bro? Do you have a favorite cereal? Do you eat cereal?
Honestly, I haven't.
You look
eaten
healthy,
cereal
bro.
For a while.
Do you do like a fitness routine?
Just try to jog, you know, because we're doing the hot dabs like you said, so we got to do a little bit of something to offset it. Anything in moderation. Yeah. Chad Johnson, you know, the wide receiver for the Bengals back in the day, he's notorious for saying like he loves McDonald's and he eats whatever he wants just because he feels like if he works out, like it just all balances out. And it's more about happiness. It's stress that's a silent killer, you know.
McDonald's is like a horrible choice though. Taco Bell's way
Terrible,
better.
Terrible, but I'm just saying Chad Ochocinco, Chad
Yeah.
Johnson. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he goes by, bro.
He's isn't he like a controversial player?
You remember that film actually back in the day that dude super Size Me.
Yeah, where he ate McDonald's for 30
Every
days.
day.
Yeah, and he got a whole bunch of health
He almost
issues.
died, right?
Yeah. It's horrible.
And then do you remember who made the spoof of that? Doug
Benson, the super high meat,
Yeah.
and then he said did a whole thing about weed, which
Yep.
was which was cool because he was
That
like
was
one of
back
the
in the
first.
day,
yeah.
yeah.
No one was doing shit like that.
Nobody.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, the whole weed thing is just weird. The whole legalization process and how they, are treating it right now. Now they're talking about rescheduling it and, making it all pharmaceutical grade, which is
What does that mean? We're gonna have to go to the pharmacy?
I mean, if it's Schedule 3, that means it has to be approved by the FDA, and then you'd probably have to get it somewhere like a pharmacy that they would sell it. Would it be over the counter or prescription? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know federal or Schedule 3 is like Tylenol and shit. So
Really?
yeah, so that means all the grows.
Tylenol is just over the counter though.
Yeah, but like all the
It would
grows
still
are gonna have to be
out of
FDA approved. So everyone that is putting product out there for the market is gonna have to be approved by the FDA. So I don't know what that means as far as grow equipment goes and what you can use as far as nutrients or water or,
Yeah. So if somebody's heavily invested and then they have to change everything, it could put a lot of mom and pops under.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Bingo.
what you're saying, yeah.
Bingo, dude.
Just another hoop to jump through is what I'm hearing.
Listen,
brother.
the more we regulate it, the more control they have.
Mhm.
It's just how it is. The more fear they put out there, the more control they create.
Sounds like communism.
What? It's crazy, bro. Are you into? I know we had Darby on here, and he was
Conspiracy theories.
really deep.
Darby told me I should just do the whole episode on conspiracies.
Are you? What are you? I saw you said the Earth looked a little flat today. I don't know if that was
When
sarcastic
I was
or.
at the beach, man, I didn't see any linear.
Even when I'm in a plane 30,000 feet, I don't see a curve.
No, I'm not really a flat earther, but I definitely have gone down the wormhole of like banking cartels and shit like that. If you want to get this episode blacklisted real quick.
No, we can. What do you mean? We talk about anything. It's freedom of
Yeah,
speech. No,
yeah.
what do you mean? You talk about like the financial system.
Yeah, how it's all rigged. They print the money with our countries are already in debt to a dollar that's printed.
Yeah, and we're all our social security numbers basically
We're
there.
owned by the
Yeah,
corporations.
that's what it is. That's your barcode.
That's how they know they're gonna get paid back.
Yeah, and that's what the taxes are. You're just paying us.
They're paying them back.
What? Did you hear the whole thing about like Titanic and why it went down because of?
Some of the dudes against the Federal Reserve were on it.
Yeah, and
What about that?
and the two biggest ones that were supposed to be on it didn't go on it. I think it was like the Morgan family,
I think JFK was trying to disband it too.
and then he disappeared.
Dallas.
Yeah.
They put the X right in the street to tell people don't try it.
Have you heard of Operation Mockingbird?
Paperclip?
What's Paperclip? You heard of Mockingbird?
What's Mockingbird? Is that the acid one?
No, Mockingbird is where they would put where they had CIA agents as news anchors to
Really?
to narrate the stories that they want because that they want the general public to know,
Really?
because back in the day it was just like 3 media outlets, so they
Really?
would have the CIA agents narrate what they want to cause the issues to have more control and create more laws.
Yeah, that makes sense. Some would say they're still doing that today because
Yeah.
there's only a handful owned. But
Well, I feel like today a lot of the news anchors are AI. I don't think they're real people.
Really?
I think it's just like,
You think Biden's real?
which Biden? The Biden that everyone voted for, or the Biden that's out there now?
The Biden that's out there now. You think they get a switch?
I mean,
switcheroonie?
there's a lot of. I go into the wormhole a lot. I used to do these Sunday service sessions where we would go to Temp Ill and learn about things.
Really?
and-
So you really have done it all. The Simpsons have did it.
I don't think Matt Groening is human. I think he's connected to like the elite that kind of control
they
this
are?
this
Like-
petri dish.
You think they're like AI, or do you think they're like a higher spirit being,
Yeah,
like a different
yeah,
dimension
yeah.
that can time travel?
A
and shit
higher,
like
a
that?
higher dimension than what we are.
Vibration.
Yeah,
Like a higher vibration.
they have more
can do
brain
more shit.
capacity. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're tapped in.
Tap the.
That's why
fucking-
we're all filtered in with the fluoride and all the.
Like what's that movie with Roddy Piper with the
damn.
glasses?
we spoke,
They live,
we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago too. Someone brought it up.
and then
That's
you
crazy.
put the glasses on and you can see.
See what's real.
Yeah, and they're all just trying to like Edward. It's like
Do you think there's like other beings out there, or species like alien, zombies, vampires?
I don't know. It's tough, you know. There's definitely been people that have just been so power hungry that they like do evil things, but it's tough to say if they've ever been like controlled by a higher being that's like using them, you know, like puppet master to carry things out. Who knows?
Yeah, do you want more from the Getting High With Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting High With Show, where you get more content from the Getting High With Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting High With Show. Now, let's get higher. I think we're just like a petri dish within a
Like
petri dish.
an anthill,
Yeah. And there's something above us.
and then something above them, and then
And it's just a
something above
different, just layers.
them. And you think that's just part of life in itself? Like it's constantly going like that?
I mean, if you can imagine it, I think it's real. Like, who are we to conceptualize something that's not able to exist? Like, what capacity do we have? We're not God, but we can think about it or imagine it, and it has to be out there.
Yeah. Do you think we're the only ones that podcast? Do you think bees like are podcasting when they're like buzzing on hives and shit?
I'm
It's like a
not.
buzzing ass podcast when they're all in the hive together around the queen.
Listen, they could be the bees that we know is like what we see, but there could be different, dimensions of bees.
That's true.
You saw the bee movie?
Back in the day with Jerry Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, yeah. That's true.
That could be their life, and
We don't even see it.
they have their own world. They have their own little colonies.
So in that regard, then, do we become irrelevant to a higher being?
We're just here to exist.
So
I think
they're not even fucking with us.
It's just like a project.
But
And sometimes they come back and tend to us, and then they leave. And
Do you think the bees, they see us and shit because they can sting us? Why don't we see like spaceships and stuff just flying overhead if they don't care about us, you know? Like, why wouldn't they just be like...
I think there is stuff out there.
Or they're time traveling, so they don't even need to be just like busting through.
Did you hear about how Terminator is a prequel to Matrix?
I've heard about that, and I don't really like it. I don't want to think about that. I don't need to associate that many movies together.
Yeah, but it was...
You know what Darby said the other day? He doesn't listen to music. So,
Bro,
sometimes I'm just...
Bro, so I have a question. I'm gonna ask you right now. I asked him a question, dude. And one of my questions is, what do you listen to when you're driving or like in your car?
That's what we said the other day.
And you know what he says? Nothing. I'm like, what do you listen to? He goes, my car.
Exactly the
I'm like, what? He goes, I listen to them. Yeah. I'm like,
Listen to
who
her
are you?
purr, bro.
What the fuck?
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
Shout out Darby.
What do you listen to?
Oh, I listen. Lately, I've been on like SoundCloud mixes that it's like old school songs, but like mixed with like more of an upbeat, like
Like a
EDM.
mashup?
Yeah, mashups.
Okay.
I'm on mashups big right now.
Mashups are cool. So they're
Wicked.
like sing-alongs with like different...
Not sing-alongs. It's like old songs. Like
Yeah, but like they
classic-
usually use the songs that everyone knows.
Yeah, of course.
They're not using like...
classic rock or like old funk, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wicked the Instigator.
I'm trying to think of what's this guy's name that does it, the DJ. I saw he went to one of the High Times events. Anyways, I'll think about it later, dude. So you listen. What about content? Do you consume like TV, movies, shows,
I love
YouTube?
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't, dude, lately we've been traveling so much and we did that podcast in New York with Toro, JP Toro.
Uh-huh.
And we just got back from Spain. So I haven't been watching as much, but I like the Pat McAfee show because he's so consistent. He does 5 live shows a week for like 2 hours on live
It's like an
TV
actual
on
like a
ESPN.
radio show.
Yeah. And then a third hour that's on YouTube only. So he does 3 hours 5 times a week.
That's content.
That's
production.
Content. Also, Barstool, like we were just talking about Jerry. Jersey Jerry, dude. We got to get them out here. We got to get Barstool doing some weed content because those guys go hard with the content too. They have like content, it's like auditoriums or like fucking gymnasiums. They have one in Chicago that's just like a playground of shit they do. And that's where Jerry does all this shit, man. Like they had to find like a needle in a haystack the one night. Like the other night he had to do the marathon. It took him like 12 hours, I think.
Damn, that's slow.
Slow as shit, for sure. He knew it too.
Did they
but
even
he
keep it
does-
open from that long?
Yeah, they just kept. He just had a treadmill. He's in it on.
Oh.
Yeah, like he's just streaming all this shit.
Oh, I streamed the marathon, but I really did the marathon.
How'd you stream it?
I had a gimbal in my phone, and I streamed it on Twitch. And now it's on YouTube.
What was your time?
6 hours.
That's good.
But I stopped and got high and dabbed and hit blunts and bongs the whole way.
So you could have done it in like 5.5 if you didn't have the
My
smoke
goal was
break.
420.
But you may have done, actually, without the smoke break, you may have done it slower.
It gave me
It was a
something to
power
look
up.
forward to.
Exactly.
And it gave me a breather time, but my goal was 420. And I might do it. The Las Vegas Marathon is coming up,
Yeah?
and I haven't committed yet.
When is it?
In November.
In
26 miles.
in Vegas. So in November, will it be cooler by then? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be colder. So I was contemplating. I haven't committed, but I've
How
been
many miles?
entertaining it. 26.2. And in Vegas, it's easy because it's all downhill. You start
What do
at
you mean
Red
it's all
Rock.
downhill?
You start at the Red Rocks, and then you run into downtown. So
Really?
it's just all like in LA. It's all hills. Like it's up and
Uh-huh.
down. It's fucking a bitch. But yeah, it's good, dude. You
All
run? You ever think about doing the marathon?
I've thought about doing a marathon, but I don't know.
5K?
Man. I don't usually go over like
10K? What do you do? Like 8 miles?
Yeah, never.
So you
over
could
that.
do like a 5K. 5K is only 3 miles.
Start with something like that.
Yeah, just do it. I mean, you don't have to sprint the whole time. You just have your pace. Well, yeah, we should do it.
Let's do one.
What?
We'll live stream it.
So you watch you consume a lot of podcasts on your road trips. All right, you're on your road trips. You're traveling. You stop at the store. You get some munchies. What are we getting?
Man, I got a sweet tooth, so it's always usually chocolate with some peanut butter, maybe some Reese's stuff.
Okay.
But lately,
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
it depends. Usually milk chocolate.
Okay.
In Spain, you ever get those Milka bars?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
With like the
Their
Swiss
ingredients are
milk.
different out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's better out there.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Yeah.
It's more like natural. They don't have all the preservatives in their shit.
So good.
Yeah.
At least the chocolate.
So you get chocolates?
Yeah. Then like humankind, like the chocolate covered like almonds and stuff like that.
Okay.
Fire.
Chocolate covered. So chocolate. Big chocolate fan.
Chocolate.
What about beverages? Are you a water, juice, soda?
Water. But Arnie Palmy.
Oh yeah.
You familiar with the origin of the Arnie Palmy?
Arnold Palmer creating it at the golf course?
Yeah.
You got half lemonade, half iced tea?
Yeah, that's in Pennsylvania in Latrobe.
Oh, he made it in your...
That's where my business partner is literally from.
Is that why you were so excited to tell me the fact?
Yeah, yeah. But it's the
I
tastiest.
order those all the time.
Tastiest beverage.
It's my
And
favorite.
We have a strain called Arnie Palmy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, are you just like a regular lemonade, regular black tea, or do you do like a sweet tea or a peach tea or
Yeah,
like
it-
strawberry
It
lemonade?
has to be the black tea.
Yeah. Just regular, no, not sugar, just regular straight?
If it's sun tea, I'm happy.
Okay.
But it has to be black tea. If people use sweet tea, it usually fucks it up because there's usually already enough sugar in the lemonade. It has to be 75-25.
75 lemonade,
No.
75 tea,
Yeah.
25 lemonade.
Perfect.
Do you do lemonade first and then tea, or tea then lemonade?
You probably want to do the lemonade first.
25.
You put that tea in there.
And just kind of...
Uh-huh. Now ice, you can go first or last.
Okay.
If you do it last, it's going to help mix it up a little bit.
Okay, gives it a little
A
helps.
little stir, you know?
Helps with the agitation.
Yeah.
Get the terps out.
Back in college at the food hall, we used to always fill up our drinks and try to get the perfect like separation between the lemonade and the iced tea.
Like when you get water, are you like a alkalines reverse osmosis?
I've been doing the alkaline as of late, honestly, but usually just the smart water would be my go-to, you know. But the Fiji's always good. Not sure if is it really from Fiji or
That's what they say.
Like what do they do?
Spring.
They put all this water on a boat and just send it everywhere from Fiji.
Yeah, I guess.
Show me.
Put in a little fucking transferable pod and just
Drop
ship
a link,
it.
chat.
Let's see the source of Fiji.
Yeah, seriously, where the fuck is this Fiji water all coming from?
I don't know. I mean, they got
it.
this water called Icelandic Glacier where they take this. They said they found an untapped lake in the middle of the glacier in Iceland, and it's like
a lake.
A lake on a glacier.
So we're drinking a lake dry as the glacier melts.
I mean, that's where they're sourcing their water from.
That's what it's come to.
Bro, have you heard of these little like ecosystems that are untapped? They're like under certain, like they're in the earth, and
So you think we're drinking an ecosystem right now? Like Finding Nemo is just like watching us, like it's slowly getting lower.
Have you seen ocean water under a microscope?
No. It's probably a whole.
Bring it up.
It's
No.
like, what's that show, Osmosis Jones?
Bro,
It's like that.
it looks like aliens are in that shit.
Yeah?
There's so many different.
That's life.
Yeah.
Well, that's like us looking at space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're a petri dish.
Yeah, everything is a reflection, as above, so below, brother.
Yeah. Is it space or is it the ocean? Or is it water above us? You bring up The Simpsons a lot. Let me ask you a question.
I think there's like everything's vibrations, you know? So even like in the area that we can't see it, you call it gravity, but it's like a force field. And we're all tapped into like the source field.
Okay. You know who the aliens are in The Simpsons?
No.
Do you watch The Simpsons?
No, I'm a South Park guy.
But you just bring it up a lot.
Because in South Park, they say,
Pennsylvania.
Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it.
And you can say Adam did
They're
it.
trying to come up with a new fucking episode.
Yeah, and Simpsons did everything.
Simpsons did everything.
Yeah.
Adam did fucking everything.
Well, Matt is, like I said, he's not human. But the aliens in The Simpsons are octopuses in an astronaut suit.
So the aliens are from the water. That's what I've been hearing lately.
Yeah.
That's the word on the street. I
Yeah.
don't know if you're tapped into alien sources.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm hearing that we have like all these seismic readers under the water, and there's a lot of activity going down.
Yeah. What about portals? Would you enter a portal if one just appeared?
I don't think I could right now. My life, I'm too happy with it right now to enter a portal. You know, maybe in the past, maybe in the future. Why you say that? Because I opened up that portal, you could see people in New York. Did you see that?
I saw that.
And they closed it down. You know why?
A week late because people were disgusting.
OnlyFans model is flashing them.
Well, there was also like they were showing like
pissing on
9/11 footage too from the other side,
That's fucked up.
and they were like just like showing different fucking. They were just trying to throw jabs at each other, and then the girl
Jab fest.
and then the girl who showed her titties got it bad,
She
and they're
showed-
trying
she
to figure out how they can filter it now.
How are they gonna do that? Somebody's live filtering it. Some dude's just there to watch.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like,
Don't open a portal if you don't want people to do this shit. Like now, imagine if they actually open a real portal. What the fuck do you think these people are gonna do?
Go
dude?
into.
Yeah, they're gonna be running into it like with like a joust, like just spearing whatever the hell.
I
comes to
found
them.
a portal on this planet, on Google Earth. It's kind of crazy.
You can go to other planets on Google Earth.
Well, no, I found a portal on this planet on Earth.
On this planet.
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah, it's a
All right,
portal.
you say
and then-
shit like this because on my podcast you said the late 1900s instead of just saying the 90s.
Yeah, the late
And now you
1900s.
just said you found this portal on Earth instead of just saying I found this portal.
Yeah,
You said it
on this planet.
of Earth
Yeah, no, on Earth.
on Google Maps.
Yeah.
Where
No,
was
on
it
Google
at?
Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, have you done fuck with Google Earth?
Now I got what you're saying.
Yeah. Satellite shots, you can see the whole world. I found a portal in the middle of California surrounded by tanks. It's the wildest thing, and it's not blurred out, so I don't know what the fuck
Pull
it
it
is.
up.
It's crazy. All right, I'll pull it up. While I pull it up, I'm going to ask you
He's
a
not
question.
gonna pull it up.
No, while I pull it up, I'm going to ask you a question. If you could
He's
have
gonna
dinner,
rickroll us. It's probably a big picture.
if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, anybody, characters, not family, anyone that we, dead or alive, who would you just chill, have dinner, eat, all that?
Anybody who's dead?
Dead or alive? Yeah, anybody.
Oh, anybody.
Anybody.
Damn.
Let me find this portal. Yeah. Here's the portal.
Macho Man.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Eat some Slim Jims. I'm just playing. Who else?
Have you ever seen those Slim Jim little holders that they have at like convenience stores that are like wooden with like Randy Savage on them? They're like painted. Those things, I've tried to bribe people for those. They go for like over $500. What is that?
A portal.
Where's the tanks at? Where's the portal again? Zoom in. Huh.
Yeah. Oh, he's not gonna pull it up. He's a Rickroll us. Come on, man. I don't say shit I don't mean. There's some weird shit out there.
Where's that at? Drop the
In
coordinates.
California. In the desert above Ridgecrest.
Drop the coordinates.
What?
If you want the coordinates in the chat.
All right, so you got Macho Man. What else? Oh yeah, the Munchies. Macho Man. You got 3 people. So you be chill. Here you are.
Munchies?
No, I was just. The chat was happy about some of these questions I'm asking. They're excited, bro. You got Macho Man.
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt. Okay. Your Pennsylvania showing.
So Macho Man, Dale Earnhardt.
I love how you're really thinking about this shit. It's so good.
Joe Namath.
That's still possible, right? Joe Namath.
I think he's still alive.
He's still alive, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
That would just be crazy. Crazy conversation.
Macho Man. Dale Earnhardt and Joe. Damn, athletes.
Yeah.
All sports.
Yeah.
Different sports. That's interesting. You're gonna dab him out?
Yeah, I guess I should have picked a comedian, dude. Chris Farley would have been gnarly.
I mean, Macho Man's kind of a comedian.
He's everything, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
He stayed in character.
All I know Dale Earnhardt for is being a driver. I don't really know much about him, so he could be funny.
He was just like the All-American.
Do you play games still? Like, do you play board games or video games?
I know you're the best at Connect 4.
Okay.
I don't play anything.
No?
No. I saw some kid playing games on his phone the other day, and I was like, damn, I forgot you could do that. So I wanted to get back into games on the phone.
Yeah, well, what about real life games, dude? You said I'm the best at Connect 4? Well, I lost last week, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not like undefeated anymore.
So you're on a losing streak.
Did I win last week? I don't remember. No, I think I won last week. I lost the week before. I don't know. I lost. The point is I lost, dude. So, look, while we play this, when was the last time you played?
I don't think I've ever played this game in my life.
Bro, what kind of childhood did you have? What do you mean?
What is this?
Connect 4?
Is this Hungry Hippos?
Yeah. You're not. So the concept is to Connect 4.
I got you. Is there like a strategy that you know that like if you play it like tic-tac-toe, you're never going to lose?
There's certain strats to like set things up to win. Yeah, it's like chess for ADD.
All right, let's see.
It's like kind of more fast paced. And while we play this, do you mind if I look at chat to see if they got any questions?
Yeah, let's see what they say.
All right, chat. If you got any questions for Hashaveli, host of the Hot Dabs Podcast, also part of Real Deal Resin, and the curator for Resin Mania, one of the best live event cannabis shows out there. Let us know. I'm going to ask him a question while we play, and then I'll get to your questions. If you were to have any superhero power, what would your superhero power be?
Probably fly, right?
Yeah, I'm asking you. You want to fly?
Flying would be sick, but then I don't know if you'd get sick of it. Invincibility could be cool.
What about when you're invisible, you fly?
That's more than one power, though, right?
I mean, it's just one power.
Be...
When you're invisible, you fly. I mean, you can make up your power, whatever you want it to be. It could be like a little hybrid of powers.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman has fly, has X-ray vision, is a man of
true.
steel.
He's bulletproof.
Yeah, he has a lot of shit. You know.
I would take Superman.
You'd be Superman.
I would take Superman.
This what he does. So kryptonite would fuck you up.
Minus, I would have the no kryptonite fucks me up gene.
No.
Yeah.
What about like BH or distillate?
If you have,
Like
if you spray me with like Disty or come through like clouds
If you're
of
around
Disty,
distillate,
yeah.
you're like,
I can feel it getting stronger.
What about cold start dabs? Do you fuck with cold start dabs?
No, man. Shiragam, actually, that kid that called, his partner, Shiragam, tried to take one on the podcast, nearly got kicked off in Mexico live on the air, man.
Like he preloaded the dab and then heated it up?
Yep.
And you guys were like, no, no, no?
Had to stop him mid-show. That was my translator, too.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we were in Mexico, so we did the first ever Hot Dabs Espanol episode. So he was our translator, but he ended up mistranslating half the episode. So
Oh, what?
word of the wise, if you need a translator,
Don't
use
get him.
Hashish in.
I don't know if you're being real or if you're being sarcastic because you talk shit about a lot of people. I'm like, it sounds like me because I'm like an asshole, but I don't do it maliciously and it's all love and they know it. But to someone else, they don't realize that. It's like,
Yeah, they're looking out now.
yeah,
No,
like,
I'm
oh, fuck
kidding.
that fool then. I'm gonna go leave him a comment.
No, I'm kidding.
So it would just be like the Superman shit, fly, X-ray vision.
Superman shit, you know, maybe like world, like honestly, the coolest fucking thing would be all the Superman shit, none of the kryptonite, and then like after like I smoke, like if I love something, like I just like bop, and then the jar's full again, and like just forever, I'm just like bop, and
Just
then
refill.
The jar's full again,
Just abundance.
bop.
Abundance. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
What's your Taco Bell order?
Oh man, it's cheese quesadilla. Just keep it simple. You can't really trust that place.
What? You're tripping.
You never know, brother. What, are you going to the cantina?
No, no,
You
I-
ever been to one?
At Taco Bell Cantina? Yeah, of course.
The
Where they
real
serve
party.
alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I've been to all the Taco Bells. I even went to Taco Bell HQ to try their new tahine cross
You went to
collab.
headquarters?
Yeah, they have a Taco Bell headquarters
Where at?
in Irv.
Did you get invited, or were you just like lurking outside?
No, they did a special drop there for their tahine tacos. I love tahine, so I did
we
it.
had a gummy that was a cucumber serrano tahine.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was fire.
I like fruits and tahine. Cucumber's a good fruit with tahine.
I'm not a real big fruits and tahine, but people love it. So you
Pineapple and tahine.
I don't put it on anything.
You don't get those fruit cups with the
I just
tahine.
get the fruit.
Lime juice.
No lime juice.
No chamoy though.
None of it.
What?
None of it, brother. Bareback.
Just raw, all natural, organic.
$6.50.
So just a cheese quesadilla? I mean, that's fine.
Did you put yours in?
Yeah, I put it in. As you take another massive glob. What's your go-to temp? What's like your regular temp if you're not doing your show?
Like $5.50 to $6.50.
And can you talk to me more about this D to T, your dab to temp ratio?
Ratio, yeah.
Because I know that's a big deal on your Hot Dabs podcast.
So it's not always the size of the dab. It's the temperature ratio that you're going in on.
So the temp of the dab.
Yeah, so the temp of the dab should be arranged accordingly with the size of the dab you're going in on. So the bigger the dab you're doing, the hotter you can go, because it's just going to cool down the nail, and you don't want to waste a bunch.
I think
spider.
I think that spider was in my Connect 4 bag, but I'm not gonna kill it. Last time I
Bad luck, right?
well, I killed the spider last time because it was just like big on the floor and it was just a natural reaction. But I'm gonna let the spiders live because they're here to, keep this place clean. Why would you do that?
I literally, when I dropped it, realized.
Spider-Man out here distracted you. Here,
think it
Superman.
literally-
He
I
thought
think-
Superman was in the building. And
He
Spider-Man
does this every
came.
time, dude. The fucking spider, he hits
Yeah,
it.
it's not a real spider.
He hit
Da-da-da.
He hit a button on the table and he let his pet spider out.
Do you want to take it back or are we done with the Connect 4? Because I think I was gonna win anyway. Done.
I'm done.
It was good. It was a good game though. It was,
I think I had you, so
yeah. It was a good battle, dude.
we'll call it 50-50 for now.
Yeah, do you want more from the Getting Highway Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting Highway Show, where you get more content from the Getting Highway Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting Highway Show. Now, let's get higher. Listen, but you said it. I'm Hasbro recognized. You know what I'm saying? I am.
Hasbro recognized, Taco Bell recognized, certified. In
Taco
the
Bell
streets.
doesn't recognize me yet, but Shakey's does. Shout out to Shakey's.
How did Shakey's recognize?
I just did a birthday party there.
Really?
I did like an open invitation birthday event during their lunchtime, and a bunch of people pulled up, and it got corporate's attention.
Really?
Yeah, and then
they said we need to add a mill.
and then they sent me a little birthday gift, and then they invited me to one of their influencer tastings for their new
Really?
product, and I met like the corporate Shakey's.
They presented the Shakey's to you, and you
And they
said,
loved,
"Oh."
and we had a good connection. And I always push Shakey's. I think it's one of the best lunch deals that are out there right now. Are you familiar with Shakey's Pizza Parlor?
No.
So they do a bunch of lunch between 11 and 2 for $13. It's all you can eat pizza,
What? Like the old
chicken.
CC's back in the day.
Yeah, chicken, potato, salad. They got like pasta and they got dessert pizzas as well. I'm like, this is like one of the best deals in California right now.
Are they like a chain?
They have multiple stores. They've been around for 70 years.
70.
Yeah.
Holy
So,
shit.
yeah. Look, it's like I get paid by them, dude. Shakey's.
Shout
Hi.
out Shakey's.
No, they're great. I love them.
Shout
But I
out
met
Shakey's.
corporate and.
So now you're basically you're part owner in the company. They
No,
gave you
not
some
yet.
equity stock.
I would invest in Shakey's though. I would have a restaurant.
Yeah?
I believe in it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you call
we'll
it
take you.
Shakey's or would it just be called Adam?
I'll call it Shake Ills.
Shake Ill. Like then people be like, is this Shaquille O'Neal?
No, why would it be Shaquille O'Neal? It'll be Shake Ill, ILL.
Shaquille.
Yeah,
Shaquille.
like Adam Ill. Shake Ills. No, but yeah, I like it. I think their pizza's amazing, and people hate it because I had a bad. I've been to New York. Unfortunate, like you, where we travel for cannabis, and I tried some pizza in New York, and it wasn't that exciting to
Really?
me. I'm like, this isn't that much better than things I have out here in LA. And
I like East Coast pizza, like Pennsylvania. I love like good square cut stuff like that. But I have found some good spots out here in Cali. But the pizza that we had in New York was awesome. Prince Street, actually. If you're in San Diego, there's a Prince Street down there too, and it's fire.
There's one
in
out
New
here
York.
too in LA. Yeah, but it's like, is the 30-minute line worth it?
Never.
Okay.
No line's worth anything.
Okay. It's like In and Out. Like I'm not sitting in that hour line to
I
eat.
can't believe it. It's insane.
It's like a Mids burger
I
too.
think Five Guys is better.
What?
Yeah.
What's your favorite burger spot?
Probably like Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Yeah.
Do you go all the way, or is that what it is? Where they put like everything on it?
I don't know. I just order like the single burger. I don't like when there's like a bunch of crazy.
They put like
shit.
the mushrooms and the fucking peppers.
Oh
and...
no, that's a cheesesteak. That should be reserved for a cheesesteak.
Do you have a go-to munchie? Are you like a chips guy or a fruit guy?
No, I like watermelon a lot. Bananas like every morning. Pizza's obviously fire. I like pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah, I bounce back and forth between like having like tacos a lot or having like pastas a lot.
So the next time you get Taco Bell, just so you know, the cinnamon twists are pasta, fried with cinnamon.
What do you mean?
You know the cinnamon twists that they have?
Yeah.
They're little pasta. It's pasta.
So they just fucking
They
toss
deep
them in
fry.
cinnamon?
They deep fry the pasta and it puffs up the way it does.
Really?
And then they just give it a cinnamon bath.
That's cool.
That's all it is. It's pasta.
Huh. So technically it's Italian.
Well, it's Italian with the fried twist, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I learned a lot. I didn't realize all this about you. And what got you super into hash? You were just
Smoking it, brother.
you just wanted the best, and you're like, fuck all this other bullshit.
We were smoking so much Skittles. We were going back in the day. We would go to the dispo and just buy as much as we could in Ukiah up there in NorCal, and we were just buying slabs. And then we realized we had to start producing it ourselves because we wanted some control over what we wanted to smoke. Just ended up going down the rabbit hole and just trying to get better each year and having fun. The biggest thing is just having fun. You know that.
That's what that's what we got to
If
do.
you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing it?
That's what I say. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. Once it turns into work, that's like a 4-letter word people don't like and always has a negative connotation. No one ever wakes up like, yes, I got work.
Psyched to work.
It's like, yeah, I got to go to work. But if you got like a career or passion that you're making money off of, it's like, yes,
Yep.
I get to go to the studio and create.
It's exciting, man. When you have a vision or you just enjoy what you're doing, everything's better, and things just tend to fall into place as long as you're out there putting yourself out there. Getting out the door. It goes a long way just getting out there. You never know who you're going to meet.
Yes. So what would you tell anyone that's trying to get into the space right now, doing any type of content or podcast or...
I would say just be yourself and try to create something that is truly your own. Don't chase trends, because as soon as that trend isn't popular anymore, you're gonna get left in the dust chasing another one. But the more you just kind of concentrate on what makes you happy and then work on your own creative modes and your own energy, then you'll create your own community and you'll curate your own environment of people that kind of see the same artistic value in what you're creating. But it just starts with kind of figuring out who you are as a person and where you want to take your vision as a brand, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Be original and don't worry about what everyone else is doing.
You can't.
Create your vibe attracts your tribe.
It's corny, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's on all those little mirrors and shit.
Yeah. If you build it, they will come.
A home is any place you make it.
Yeah. Live, love, laugh. Well,
leave the sand at the beach.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. Man, look, I learned a lot, dude. I learned a lot. I wish I saw you as a shortstop on the Yankees, but it's great to see you happy, taking dabs and creating content and traveling the world, doing something you love.
Thanks, Adam. We're going to get you to be the host of the next Resin Mania so we can have you in the ring and stuff.
Well, I'd love to be a ring announcer to welcome everyone in. And if there's a role for me to play some type of, work it into the script at all. Because I could
wrestle?
I mean, maybe not like a full match, but I could. I don't know if I could take any bumps.
Have you ever seen Ready to Rumble?
Listen.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah, like David Arquette.
Yeah,
I love him. I had him on my show. He was great.
Really?
Years and years and years ago. But I was fortunate enough to work with RVD on a couple projects. Rob Van Dam,
he's the man.
The Mr. Monday Night.
Show.
And I did a couple events with him, and he's chopped me a couple times.
Really? Willingly, you asked for it.
Well, what are the chances you get chopped, dude? What? If I could get chopped by Ric Flair, that'd be fucking...
That's what I was going to say, Ric Flair.
Yeah,
I saw... might fucking break his hand if he does that.
Yeah, now I wouldn't do it,
brittle.
but I recently saw Ric Flair, which was fucking amazing, and I got to have a little personal interaction with him, and I told him to rate my strut.
What'd he say?
And I did the whole fucking... shoulder strut, fucking pointer woo, and he gave me a 3.5.
Fuck, that's
and I said out of 5. He goes out of 10.
Holy shit!
That's an 8th.
Was he wearing 2 watches when you saw him?
Yeah, he was super Ric Flaired out. But he said it trolling me because he loved it.
Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah, but he was
really,
just being Ric Flair.
More like an 8.5.
It was like an 11 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm number 1 twice, so he gave me an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a great time. They're like, Ric Flair seemed a little rude to you at the show. No, he was doing Ric Flair shit.
He just literally went viral from flipping out at that bar. Did you see that?
No, what? He got mad?
Yeah. Like a day or two ago, he was flipping out at the bar, screaming at them about bringing. And then he said, "I'm not gonna put you over," acting like they were wrestlers or some shit. And then he went to Instagram and blasted their business. It was wild.
Listen. It's weird, but negativity brings the most attention to people.
Of course.
I mean, you could post some positive shit and no one will give a fuck, but you start a little beef with someone or you say something that isn't popular and everyone's on your ass.
That's why we got beef with Simply Adam.
Yeah, what's up, dude? I saw you talking about another Adam, dog. There's only one Adam out here. What's up, fool?
Well, that's just part of it, man. They're trying to blackball us from their event in Michigan. We were offering to be a part of it. They said no, they don't want us out there. So we're going to throw an event the same day in Michigan.
Let's go.
Same day as Coffee and Donuts. We're bringing the other Adam out.
Bring Simp Ill Adam.
And we're throwing more coffee and more donuts.
Ooh.
So if you thought they were throwing coffee and donuts, we're throwing twice.
And when we say donuts, are we actually the pastry donut or donut
pastry.
smoked donuts?
The pastry.
Okay.
And we're going to have Blazen.
We will.
The first ever Michigan release of the Adam Ill patented Blazen.
You liked it.
It was actually pretty good.
You liked it. People always
because
give a
we
shit.
put so much rosin in it. That's predominantly what we.
We made a word.
Yeah.
You made a little hash hole
and
press.
Then it was like how you use a Traeger and you get that smoked effect. That's all it was. It had the aroma of the backwood.
Yeah, it like the leaf acted like the micron, like the bag, and
basically.
it just like seeped through it and took the terps out of the tobacco.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was really good, honestly. It was
If
like
you
the
smoke-
perfect one hit of a blunt.
Yeah,
But like
fresh,
and like
delicious.
yeah. And like like one hit was enough to just taste, like instead of having to smoke a whole blunt and get that buzz, it was just a perfect dab.
And I do get a lot of shit for it. People think it's absolutely disgusting, and when they think about it,
Of course,
it
I
says
thought
hor-
that
and you
too
thought it was
before
too. And I
wasn't even gonna do it. You made me. You looked at me and said, "Don't you have to do everything the?"
Well,
guest
that's
does?"
what you said. You
I
said
wasn't gonna do it for that, but yeah.
You said everything the guest does, I do. So I was gonna do some wild shit here because I brought a titanium nail, like a domeless, and I brought some old rigs. But I was like, nah, we're cool. I don't want to do that shit either.
I know.
I'm not trying to hit a titanium right now.
I used to have the 900 degrees as the last dab of our show, but I took that shit out after like season 1 or 2 because I was like, I
Combustion?
can't keep doing this. Yeah. Well, at night, the very first episode with Small Batch Sam, it was 950 and it would just ignite.
Yeah, it always does.
So we had to take it down below that. And then after doing a season of 900s, I was like, this sucks. And then I think I did it maybe for one more season, but now we're at 750 for the last dab. And if you do a big enough dab, like a half gram to a 1 gram, it cools it down.
It's easier.
But we do those damn like 8-inch nails for the last dab now, so it's still rough.
I did all right on the show.
You did good.
I did all the dabs.
Yeah,
I killed it.
you killed it.
Yeah.
You did the fresh off the press blazon.
First. I don't
Ever.
think I've ever done that in my life either.
First ever to do that
Yeah.
on the show, and I don't think it'll ever be done again.
Why not?
I don't see anybody coming on the show to do that.
Oh yeah, I know. But I
Unless
mean,
you do it.
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
come on.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that means I'm never gonna be back on that show.
No,
Okay.
I just meant nobody else is gonna do
There's
it.
only one good-looking long-haired guy on that show, and it's Darby, dog.
Watch now, Darby's gonna start doing it on the show.
He would. He rolled.
He
You know,
would.
he got that video of rolling the fastest blunt.
He was telling me about that the other day. I don't think I've seen it.
We have a competition. We had a race on the show.
And he beat you.
I don't know what happened. Do we know who won?
You won, but there's some asterisks.
He won, but
You have to review the footage.
there's some controversy.
I know. We've had that on our show before.
Controversy.
A lot of it.
What's been like a oh shit? Because I saw you had the Godfather on your show recently.
He did the commentary with us at the WrestleMania.
Yeah, he was there. I tried to say what's up, but he was gone before I went there. Yeah, I knew him for a couple years, but I saw him on your show, and he was making some pretty big claims, dude.
He said he's the biggest dabber. He's
Yeah.
the biggest smoker.
And he said like he's not high after taking like 6 dabs.
He was
I still
sober.
Do you think that was he like lying, or you think
I
he
don't
was
know.
real?
The very last dab definitely got him high. He admitted to being baked on the last one, but the first 4, we had like usually a 10 to 12 minute timer that would count down, and that's when you take your next dab. He was the first guest that would just be like, all right, next dab.
Next one, yeah.
He
Well,
give
you didn't have a time limit when I was on the show.
Well, that's after that because we just took it away.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck it.
Yep.
But Godfather was the first person to skip all that shit. And I made the mistake of eating an edible before his episode
Yeah.
and not eating anything all that day.
That's tough.
So by the time we got through his episode, we had to finish the rest of WrestleMania. I just got freaking like I got the sickest I ever was on weed that day. It was like being like drunk or something, but it was just
Like
purely-
nauseous?
Yeah, like I had to get driven home before the event was even over.
Damn, you should have
It
got
was
some Taco
wild.
Bell, dude.
I know. I definitely should have ate. It was those fucking laid cookies that they were super. We did a small batch of just super baked cookies with our rosin.
The laid cookies?
Yeah, it was just a small batch for us
But
and
custom made with
my rosin.
So damn,
And
that's
I ate-
dangerous
that's
because
all
those
I
cookies
ate.
are fire.
I think they were 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams.
Yeah.
That's all I ate.
Everyone thinks they're medicated too. I'm like, no, they're
They
not.
think the regular ones are.
Yeah,
'cause
that's what I'm
they
saying.
taste amazing regular.
Those
but
are my carb loads when I do events, and they're at an
Really?
event. I'm like, yo, let me get a cookie so I
too.
can fucking burn it off at this event.
We always try to have like some sugar on hand. I need to get some of them to cater for one of our episodes. But when people do the really hot dabs, especially in the first couple seasons, we would have sugar on the side because
Yeah.
they need something to keep their blood sugar up.
You had a fridge full of amazing beverages. You had all my favorite Red Bull flavors too.
We're trying to get that Gayaki sponsorship. They're trying
What?
to crack
Yeah,
the
for
show.
sure. What's your favorite Red Bull flavor?
What is it? Watermelon?
Oh, the red can.
Yeah, the red can.
That one's
yeah.
good. I like
I
that
don't
one.
really drink them that much. We were on yerbas more for a while, but they all just have so much fucking sugar in them. It sucks.
It's
you know?
delicious though.
It is good.
I love sugar, dude.
The yerbas taste great.
Fuck, dude.
They're a game changer.
I know we try to keep this at an hour. I think we're a little over. I'm not sure. But I learned a lot, dude. Shit, I didn't fucking athlete to heady ass dabber. A 1%er.
The 1%er of the
1%ers, dude. Doing the heady ass hot dabs. You still have a crazy glass collection?
Yeah, we still have a bunch of crazy shit.
Because I went deep onto your socials, and you used to be faceless. It was just glass.
Yeah, back in the day.
Just
No
and then you
face,
took like a
no
long
case.
break, and then you just came back with like the show.
Yep.
What happened during that time? What were you doing?
RDR. Just that it was a 5-year plan. It was all RDR, and then we knew that once RDR was established, that we had to have a sustainability to our marketability. So I wanted to create a media platform that we could constantly highlight our brand and other brands that were small like us that needed to be showcased. So when I transitioned into showing my face a lot, it was the new 5-year plan that I'm on like right now. So I'm like in year 2 of it, 2 years of the podcast, and it's just trying to get it established and just get good footing and having familiarity with our brand and something that people can rely on. You know.
Yeah, it's the branding is
doing
great. Love the wrestling vibes. Love all the puns and the live events. Fantastic, and I would love to be a part of them if you're serious about that, because I am a fan. And maybe we could get some other wrestlers involved.
You heard it here first. He's gonna bring RVD.
What?
He's
I'll
gonna
text
be
him right
in the
now.
ring.
I'm trying to get him on this show,
RVD.
but he's in Vegas, I think.
He is.
Yeah.
Or actually, that's where Godfather is. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he there too?
I think, yeah.
We should get them both again.
I think they're out there. Yeah, the Godfather's great. Papa Shango.
90s reunion.
What? Was it crazy, like, having that guy on the show, being a wrestling fan?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Last year I was a little bit nervous, but this year after I knew him, like he's just so easygoing.
chill, yeah.
He's chill as fuck, you know. But yeah, as a kid, you would never expect to be just ripping dabs and commentating on a wrestling show like that. You
Yeah,
know,
that was
like
wild. I
Godfather.
was like, look at this shit. That's fucking
It
legendary,
was
dude.
beautiful. Thank you to everybody that came out. Thank you for coming out.
Bro, look, anytime there's wrestling and weed, let me know.
We might throw one in October in America too. Hashoween Havoc.
In America.
Because we're doing one in Mexico.
Yeah, so now you have to like.
I feel like we want to do another one in America. We might do a Hashoween Havoc, and you can dress up. It might be like a costume party, like the old Halloween Havocs back in the day.
I'll come as the ultimate warrior.
See?
Yeah. I'm out here, dog. What you gonna do when the Terps come running over you? That's not Ultimate Warrior, but you know.
You versus Zicky Dice.
I don't know. Come on. He fucked me up. I don't know if I'm ready. I mean, I'm sure, but
Start training for it like you do your marathons.
yeah, that's like a lot of bumps and like falling and getting up and hits. And,
Logan Paul did it. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, but Logan Paul has money and probably trained professionally.
Logan Paul, bro. He's a YouTuber just like you.
That one killed it though.
Come on, he's a beast.
He's doing the damn
Yeah.
thing. No, I mean, I'd rather be like a manager or like
Oh yeah, you could bring
like
somebody
Jimmy
out.
Hart or
Yeah.
something, you know, or like
Paul
Paul
Bear.
Heyman,
Paul Bear.
Paul Bear, you know. That's what
We'll
I'm talking
make you
about.
Fucking carry a little.
Yeah, a little
shrine.
dab rig.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
I just come out with a
You're just
rig,
coming out
or I come
heating
out
a
with like
rig.
an Eris or something that's
Yeah.
already ready, and
You just come out heating a rig.
yeah. And then my move is just
You
like
got to bring this out.
the 11:30.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll make him do a fucking
Yeah.
11:30. Hit
Just,
it.
that's your finishing move. The 11:30.
I'm down, dude. The all-in-one.
Yeah.
Well, all inclusive. Yeah, we can talk. Let's talk. We got time. It's October. Let's make it happen. It's been great, dog. I had fun
I appreciate
Thanks for
you
coming all the way out here.
inviting me, bro.
and chilling and getting high. Bring
It's
your
been a great time.
Got the disorderly conduct. I like how you had your own coil. We're like, look, we'll just interchange the coils.
BYOC.
Bring your. That's so. See, that's super 1%. No one knows what that means, dude. That's such a 1%er slang, dude. BYOC, what's your DT? What's your D2T?
What the fuck did you say? No, I don't have any STD.
What you want? Are you on a tower or you on a slurper?
Is that a double XL? Or is that a slide XL?
Are you a pull or a pillar? Damn, see, that's crazy. That would be like a good on the street game. Like, what does this mean? And you ask like a random person these super 1%er weed terms, and like
You guys got to put a counter up for every time he said 1%.
1%er. I'm trying to beat Darby.
You broke Darby's
all right,
record.
All right, the show's over. I did it. I got you, Darby. Hashaveli, where can people find you? Where are you at? I know you do the socials, websites, YouTubes.
Yeah, Hot Dabs Podcast at Real Deal Resin 2 underscores Hashaveli. We always have new small batch drops coming. We have a new podcast dropping every week. We're trying to do a couple per week at this point. WrestleMania 4 in Mexico City, October 12th.
Ooh.
Maybe a Hashoween Havoc. We're trying to determine it, and we're probably going to do a hash class. It's going to be a 3-day seminar, a weekend seminar with Master Ball Melts. It's going to teach you how to wash hash, how to squish it, how to market it, how to build a brand, social media, and a live podcast all in one weekend at a mansion with a pool party coming this
Super
summer.
heady.
That's it.
Damn, smoke out $1,000 rigs, hit exclusive terps, and
Come
learn how to
through.
make it happen.
Beautiful views, open up your vision for what's possible.
Where can people find more information on that?
Just check out our Instagrams, and we're going to be selling tickets via Eventbrite. for that.
Hey, so be a part of the 1%ers.
The 1%er he's knocked another one in on our ass.
Hashaveli, dude. Check out the Hot Dabs Pod. Smoke some of his hash. You have anything to do with these edibles, the Astrolux, or you
Real
just
Deal
love
Resin.
them?
Yeah, this is a collab with Real Deal
Oh, they're
Resin.
using this pineapple limeade.
So we had 4 or 5 different flavors. We had the espresso, we had the strawberry lemonade, we have the pineapple limeade, and we have the strawberry slammers, which are double the amount of THC to really slam. But these are amazing. You said you're going to end the episode with eating a whole tube.
I did not say
Yes,
that.
you
But it
did.
sounds great. I'll eat one right now.
Eat the whole tube, buddy.
No, come on, bro.
Come
What is
on,
that?
bro.
200
What do you have to do
milligrams?
today? Yeah.
Fuck, bro. What are you trying
You
to
gotta
do to
do the
me?
after
I'll eat
video
one.
from home later.
I'll eat one right now for you.
So when you guys consume these, just make sure you put the lid back on when you're done, because they're dehydrated, which means they're gonna stay good until you.
Now, do you chew it or you just let it melt in your mouth?
I chew them.
Because these are like, it's like that consistency where you can just like savor them and just let them dissolve slowly.
Mm-hmm.
But chewing them just makes it go faster. But they're great. It's like space candy.
All solventless.
Oh, it's like the insect. Like once it like melts, it's just
Sweet.
it's good.
They pack a punch. Be careful. I thought you had to eat the whole thing the first time I cracked one, so I ate the whole tube. Woke up stoned as hell.
Oh yeah. What?
I woke up so stoned, bro.
Yeah, I bet. That's the thing about edibles with me is like, I love getting high, but with edibles, I feel like I get that next day like sluggish
Hangover, yeah.
Just like, I don't. It's harder for me to get out of bed.
Yeah, you'd think
I
you would
sleep
become
hard, but
more
it's hard
rested.
to wake up.
That's what I was gonna say. You sleep hard, so you'd think you'd be more rested, but I wake up groggy as hell.
It's just hard to like snap out of it. But shout out to all the edibles.
It's like a weed coma.
Yeah. It's good though. It helps you sleep. I mean, that's what it's great for. Hashaveli, man, it's been great, dog. It's been exciting. I love seeing the hot dabs. Keep killing it. I can't wait for the next WrestleMania. Did we miss anything? Anything else?
We did it
We
all.
learned it. Ken, anything? How you feeling over there?
I'm feeling all right, man. I'm just, chilling in the back, just peeping the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
Hashaveli was tripping. He's like, "Do you have this music all the time on every show?" I was like, "Yeah, man. That's Kentron. Over 10 years now. I feel."
Crazy. That's a
All the
vibe.
time. Yep. All the time.
Ken, did you ever watch wrestling? Have you ever got into it?
Back in high school, I remember like watching it a little bit, like the whole NW.
Yeah.
This
for
whole
life.
piece.
DX, suck it, yeah.
And I remember when The Rock was just fresh in the game and all that.
Rocky Maivia.
No, The Rock, the
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
Rock.
no, yeah. His name was Rocky Maivia, I think.
Stone Cold era,
The Attitude
I
Era.
remember
That was
even
the Attitude
before
Era.
there was a gap because I remember watching it even back in the Hulk Hogan days. I remember like you said, Mr. Perfect. I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember the Hart guys. They
Bret the
had-
Hitman Hart.
They had the
Jim
pink.
Nineville.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah,
Owen
the
Hart.
Jake
R.I.P.
Snake. And I remember the homie,
Jake the
rest in
Snake.
peace, the tiny Zeus. I remember
Oh,
when Zeus
shit,
was
yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
came in for like a WrestleMania.
Debo. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. He
After
did a
Rocky.
little. Yeah, he did a little bit.
I remember Earthquake was a big thing back in the day.
I feel like these are just characters you played when you were doing the wrestling video games.
You don't remember Earthquake?
I remember
Those were
Earthquake. He used to jump
classics.
around you as his finisher, and then his teammate was Typhoon.
I don't remember his
Earthquake
move.
and Typhoon.
And what else I remember, man?
You remember Doink?
Doink the
I
Clown.
remember these guys. They would come
The
out,
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers.
You remember the Legion of Doom?
I remember
They were
that
sick.
name.
They were fucking juiced
I used
up.
to watch it though. I really did. I really used to watch wrestling, man. But I haven't
Have you ever
watched it
been
in
to a
long
live
time.
wrestling event?
No.
We gotta bring him to WrestleMania.
Have you been to a live wrestling event?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
went to
WWE production?
WrestleMania, yeah.
In LA?
In LA, yeah, and then
The
Dallas.
2 weekend one?
It's 2 days.
Or 2 days? How
Yeah.
was it?
I went to the first day. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, live
Snoop
wrestling
Dogg
events.
was there.
Yeah. Live wrestling events are like, it's a great entertaining
It's amazing,
show. Yeah.
dude.
If you've never witnessed a live event, it's just great.
The energy's there.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
you
the-
saw WrestleMania too. Like just the small ones are actually sometimes some of the funnest.
I was actually pretty surprised and happy that it was so accepted because usually, you know, the weed crowd's too cool for things like that.
They're just so stoned. It's
They're
low
like whatever,
energy.
but it was the way it was got people so involved and engaged, and people were like, "What the fuck is this really happening?" And they were like laughing.
It was cool as
And
hell.
the wrestlers you get also need
Good
to,
wrestlers.
yeah, they put on a show and understand the character. Because there were some fools that were just ridiculous. I was like, y'all are,
The dude with the spritz bottle all night.
Oh, it's like
the dude
smacking
that went
asses and
first
shit?
into the crowd
yeah.
too.
He was smacking the asses and shit.
Tortuga, the
Oh.
dude that looked like a narco.
Yeah, and then there was a dude that kept going, Arriba!
I think that's him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the mask. Yeah. That shit was good times, dude. Listen, we can keep talking. I know we can, but I'm lit. You look high. You took 47 dabs. I counted. We have a dab counter.
Was that the record for most dabs taken on your pod? Add them up. Beside his 1%er comments, add up the dabs.
You know who took a lot of dabs on the show that I could think of off the top of my head?
Who?
Addison.
Really?
Yeah. You know Addison?
Yeah, we'll come back and do more.
He
next
does the
time.
Legends of Hashish event and all that. Yeah, he took like big fat rippers too.
He just kept going.
Just
Now we
yeah.
know.
But you were there. You kept
It's
you took
all
a
right.
lot.
It's all right.
Where
Now
you
we know.
where are the tips at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that's how you can count. Oh yeah, see, you're out. Listen, Hashaveli, Hot Dabs Pod. It's been great. Shout out to everyone out here. Appreciate everyone. Listen, when you want to go get high, hit up the dispensaries. You saw, if you watch this on YouTube or Patreon, you saw how we went shopping at Apothecary. You can find so many amazing products. Just, you know, talk to your bartenders. Let them know what you want. Let them know your size. Be like, yo, I saw Dabwoods. You got those? Yeah. Yo, I saw some little fucking, the rosin tech. You got that? Hell yeah, dude. Listen, appreciate all y'all who, and all the Patreons. Appreciate all you guys. We got the next giveaway coming at the end of this month. Every Patreon sub is entered into our monthly giveaway as well, on top of all the exclusive content and, other things you guys get on there. You already know. Oh, the names on the show too, right? We appreciate you guys. Kentron, the whole production team here, appreciate y'all. Dustin, again, it's amazing. Keep killing it. 2 year out of 5. I can't wait to see what happens in the next 3 years and what Real Deal Resin and Hashaveli got in store.
Thank you for having us, Adam. I appreciate you.
Well,
See
thank
you guys
you.
at WrestleMania in Mexico.
Reservation, Mexico, get your passports. Do you need a passport?
Yeah.
Get your passports. A lot of people don't have passports.
No, well, they're gonna have to get them.
Isn't that crazy? I thought
Of
like
course.
passports are like everyone got one, but it's not
You
a
don't
thing.
just get one. No, some people can't even travel.
Wild. Are you allowed in Canada?
I think I am now.
He said no. Listen, it's the Getting High with Show. Appreciate all y'all. Shout out to everyone out here. Until next time, I'll see you. Appreciate all the growers too. Thank you guys. Without you guys, none of us would be here. Appreciate y'all. It's that highest host Adam Mill. Till next time. Bye, dude. I'll see you. Bye. 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 Bye.